of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
First carry for Austin Ekeler, who's a Colorado native. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they pitch it to Ekeler. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. It's Ekeler again. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Broncos had 5 and 11 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man on the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. There he goes, left side. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Justin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A Williams going to get it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Got it. Ready?
Once more, here's Eckler. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they run the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Aguilar. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Willis looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Nico Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
First and 10, Willis. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Eckler.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Hamler now on the return.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson on the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This complete left side to Aguilar.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Working with a second and 3.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down, 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They go play action with Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Play action. It's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich
From 3 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They started on the ground with Ekeler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run here with Ekeler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
75 yards on the ground for Ekeler here. That's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Play action, Willis.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Finding room at midfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Gotta go, hit it up. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wilson.
And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here's Willis.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Nico Collins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Chargers 37, Broncos 14. Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the deep.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Eckler now between the tackles. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot for Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance